Won't you take me for a ride? I will love the feeling of the wind in my hair while speeding on the highway down by the sea. We go on and on and on.
Good morning, iFarm. I just did this whole intro. Didn't even press record. Good morning, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Like I was just saying, some days when you're a vanner, you're in your van, travelling around, you get to wake up at beautiful coastal resorts, in the mountains, at lakes, on the beach, and you get to have breakfast with an amazing view. And other days, no Jace, other days, like today, get to make your toast in a little car park, which is what we've done this morning.
Because we ran out of bread.
Ran out of bread where we stayed last night. So we came to Lidl and then we were like, well, let's just, you know, make our toast here this morning. So we've sat in Lidl car park, literally. There you go. And made our toast. Had our breakfast.
Painting Mummy's toenails?
Esme's currently sat
Painting Mummy's dusty musty toenails?
painting my toenails.
Them dusty feet off my sofa.
And the girls are going to do their schoolwork on the road today. Jace, I love you so much, but you're not painting my toenails, okay?
Imagine.
The girls are going to do their schoolwork on the road today because we found a very beautiful, is it a city, babe, or a town? It's her?
I think Bologna is, yes.
Belen?
Bologna is a
Bologna. We're going to Bologna. It's a city. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's about halfway between here, where we are right now, in Florence. If you didn't watch yesterday's vlog, go and watch it because we had the most amazing day here in Florence yesterday. We saw buildings and sights. I mean, I never thought buildings would excite me as much as they did. It was beautiful. We're halfway, we're in Florence right now and we're making our way towards Venice, and this city is between the two and it looks beautiful. So we're gonna head there now, pack up. We just packed up after our luxury Lidl toast breakfast. I'm gonna get on, and we're going to get on the road. If you're in a van, because it takes a lot, or if you do, make sure you set aside a couple of hours every day to find a parking spot. Anyway, we did just find a parking spot eventually. We were literally on the verge of saying, let's just get to Venice. Chris said we're going to do one more loop round, kind of like we did in Florence the other day. And we pulled up to this little street here and got a parking spot for the van, which I'm really glad about. So we're just getting everything out now.
I'm playing with tiger. It's a surf bed.
He looks so sweet today, Jay.
I'm a jacket.
We're about to head into, where are we again? But I can't remember. Is it the
We're in Bologna.
Bologna. Hopefully we are. Right, let's go.
Yeah, fun fact for you all, guys. This very car actually was my first ever car that I ever had when I was 17. I had a grey one. I had a grey one.
You didn't have a Superman one?
I didn't have no Superman suit one. Look at this. Dude's proper Superman, this rude boy up.
Is it sellotape? Is it like colourful tape on the roof?
Probably, yeah, I think it is actually.
Taped up Jason?
Yeah. It's well cool, man. Fiat Punto, so big up the Fiat Punto crews, especially the Superman ones. Now, I don't know if anybody watching this video is into motorbikes or scooters or anything like that. Anything that runs on like a two-stroke engine. Because if you are, comment below, because you will love it here. Because all you can smell all around is a mixture of amazing food and two-stroke engine oil, because there's so many scooters flying about everywhere. Right there is our first stop. So fun fact for you guys, we were not planning on stopping in Bologna on this trip at all. In fact, last night when I was editing, I went on Instagram and what pops up on the first thing on my feed was a post from like one of these travel Instagram accounts that show amazing places around the world. And this picture popped up of the two towers in Bologna, followed by a few more pictures after that. and the picture was incredible, to the point where I was just like, oh my goodness, we have to go. So I looked where Bologna was, and just so happens Bologna is on the way to Venice, which is where we're heading right now. It was only an hour and a half from where we were last night, north. We didn't have to detour, it was on the same road. We basically go through Bologna to get to Venice. They're both leaning towers built in 1109, and they're the symbol of Bologna. And we're stood right now where that picture was taken. It's just unfortunate that the bottom of the towers is having some work done in a minute, so it doesn't look as pretty, but this is where this picture was taken from.
It looks good.
And it looks amazing still. And I think I need like an ultra wide angle to take the picture on. I'm going to try and...
That's a road.
Yeah, that's a road, yeah. I'm going to try and recreate the picture when it gets a little bit darker in a minute when we're walking back. But there you go, the two towers of Bologna. Oh, and it's me and my monkey. Okay, sweetheart, thank you for that. Okay, so we are doing a bit of a whistle-stop tour of Bologna today. We're walking around now to the Piazza Maggiore. I hope I just said that right. I had to Google that one, you know, sound-wise, to make sure I was saying that right. Piazza Maggiore, which is the central square in Bologna. Meant to be very, very beautiful. One of the #1 things to come and see here. So we don't actually want to stay here for too long today. Kind of just doing a bit of a whistle-stop tour of the main highlights of Bologna, walking around the city centre. It's insanely, insanely beautiful as always. The architecture in every place we've been to in Italy so far has just been out of this world. Insanely beautiful. A massive mixture between Renaissance and medieval and then modern all clashed together. It's just absolutely unbelievable. So, so pretty. Welcome to the Piazza Maggiore.
So we just arrived at the statue of Neptune, and this was made in the mid-16th century. It's pretty impressive. Guys, we have just found the biggest looking flying tiger ever. And me and the girls are about to quickly go in and have a look. I'm so excited. Have you found anything you like yet, Esme?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Piggy bank.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
That's the piggy bank, look.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. Whoa, that's actually really cool. Let me see, Isla.
It's a game.
That's so, wait, what do you do?
So you take these
rearrange
out and
them?
yeah.
Like a puzzle?
Yeah, I love
that's so
them.
cool. So we're just heading back to the car. I can't cope with the most hilarious like thing that happened, and I just told the girls about it. Right, so basically, I'm gonna say this as quickly as possible. Isla borrowed Isabel's bag today. Like Isabel said.
This bag?
Yeah. Isla said, please can I borrow your bag, Isabel? Isabel said, yeah, no problem. So basically we were up at the tower. No, it was at the statue. And I was taking some pictures. And beads are rolling everywhere, so everybody around us was like, looking around. And I looked at Isla, and she was stood like she was about to burst out crying. I was like, what's wrong? She's like, I've snapped Isabel's bag, obviously by accident.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's fine, don't worry, it's fine. It was an accident, there's nothing you can do. But then Isabel come up to me instantaneously and said, you okay? And she said, Mum, I was just stood with Jace, and all of a sudden, this pearl just rolled towards my foot and stopped at my foot. So I picked it up and I'm going to keep it as a souvenir. It was kind of like a sign that it was meant to be mine. And I was like, oh wow, that's cool. I didn't want to say, oh yeah, because Isla's just broke your bag. So I was kind of like, oh wow. And then the whole time I just couldn't stop thinking about it because Isabel's going, oh, I'm really glad I've got a souvenir from today. Thinking she's taken something extra away from the day.
I caught when my dad chuckling.
So I was telling Dad the story, and Isabel caught me. She went, what are you laughing at? What, is it this? Is it that? You know, like normal, like, you know, just, I don't know, I just asked some questions. And I was like, no, it's nothing. It's not a big deal. Yeah, but, and then they just all kept asking, is it something to do with this? Is it something to do with that? Will we ever find out? And then Isla starts going, please tell us, don't keep secrets, tell us. So I was like, you really don't want me to say. And they were all going, please go on. And so we just told them, and Isla burst out crying.
I was like,
not like badly crying, but just like she felt a bit guilty.
I got this from Flying Tiger.
She did. We got some money from Granny and Grandpa for Halloween. And they bought, well, that's all she bought. But yeah, it was quite funny. So Isabel thought she was taking a little thing extra away from today, but really she's not. She's taking a lot less. Never mind, Isabel.
it's fine.
It was funny though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, and she started crying, and I was like, no, it's fine, I'm not mad, but I was just a bit like,
it wasn't an expensive bag.
no. But
yeah, it's just the thought,
Yeah.
I guess. But it was an accident, so.
Pay you back.
no.
Anyway, we're heading back to the car now. My legs are absolutely killing from the last few days. Because we're,
my thighs are so
yeah, it's the bottom. Because we're in the city, we have to park 45 minutes away, I think today was something, from the car, which is not long. Really, it's not a long walk, 45 minutes. But it's just when you when you're by yourself. But it's just when you're like carrying me, I've carried her most of the way. Chris has just taken an hour almost back to the car.
And Jace's excited about everything.
Jace constantly wants to stop, bless him, and we want to encourage that, and he wants to stop and say, stop, look at this, wow, look at that tower. He wants to stop at everything and look, and we want to encourage that because we love his curiosity. We don't ever want to be like, no, we can't, type thing. So it just takes so much longer. I just dropped my face mask. See, I can't bend down. I'm old. Oh my gosh. You're making so bad. Right, let's get back to the car.
So we're all back at the van and we had a really lovely time walking around Bologna. It was very lovely indeed. Except when we got back to the van, we had a bit of
A typical Chris moment.
misfortune is what we had. We had a bit of misfortune.
It wasn't misfortune, it was you numpty.
So we got back to the van. We decided we were looking around at some of the restaurants and stuff on the front because we've still got a couple of Italian meals that we need to tick off our bucket list. So we were looking at some of the restaurants up and down the front on the parade, like as we were coming down. But there wasn't really there was nothing really. There was like fast food places like Burger King and stuff like that. But that's not what we were looking for. So we just decided to come back to the van and cook something in here before we moved on to Venice. And we got back to the van and tried to turn it on, and the had like an alternator. I had a battery warning, so I turned it on and it just was flat dead. The van was totally dead. So I was like,
No, it was like this. It's not the van. It's it. It's not the van. It's over.
everyone, no, what?
Big dramatic.
No, what I said was,
It's
no,
over. We're done.
no, I didn't say that. Thank you. What we tried to start the van and it wouldn't start. And my immediate thought was like, well, it can't be the battery. What's up with the van? And everyone was going, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? So I was like, the van's dead. It's done. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's done.
It's over.
That's all I said. That's literally all I said. Then I realised that it was.
It's over. The trip's done.
Right. Obviously nothing like that got said, but literally this is how much I get rinsed every single day. Every single day. Anyway, so the battery. I realised the battery was dead, and then I realised that it was my fault because basically we've got a Victron battery-to-battery charger that charges the batteries at the back of the van up when we're driving from the alternator. Except today I overrid it, and basically because the batteries are a bit low when we set off this morning because we'd rinsed them overnight, and so I overrid it so that it charged a bit faster. But to do that, I overrid basically the part. Overrode the part that cuts the charger off once the engine's turned off. So I forgot that I'd done that, and then we parked in Bologna and then went out for the day and spent hours out of the van. Meanwhile, the battery, the starter battery in the van was still charging the batteries at the back even though the engine wasn't running, so that battery just was flat dead basically, and those were fully charged. So I was like, oh dear. And so basically it was a bit of an easy fix. I don't have it set up so that I can switch the current from the back batteries to the front easily. I know you can get like inverters that do that.
Oh, look how cozy Jason's bed looks. Right?
It's really nice, isn't it? But I don't have one of those, so basically I had to. I was like instant reaction. I was like, oh, I'll just call the RAC, whatever. We'll just get it sorted out. Then I was like, no, we're gonna be waiting here for an hour or more at least for someone to come and jump start the van.
So I'm gonna do it.
And I'm the man. I'm gonna sort it out. So I just robbed one of the batteries basically from the back and rigged it up to the starter mode. You know, I rigged it up at the front and it fired up straight away and all was good. So I still had a warning light on the dashboard for the battery and alternator, so I didn't know whether there was something wrong with the alternator as well. So I didn't want to turn the van back off until we'd done a good hefty amount of driving tonight. Anyway, so basically we ended up just driving and to a service station from around there. We made some dinner, left the engine running whilst we were doing that, and then we've driven all the way. We've driven another hour and a half up north towards Venice. We are 50 or so kilometers away from Venice right now, so about half an hour or so away, and we've just put into like a service station rest overnight parking thingy-mabobby. So that's where we're going to stay tonight, and it's just really nice. There's like a play park just there. No doubt the girls are going to play on that in the morning before we leave here. And there's a big service station and all the rest of the good stuff that these places have to offer. And I'm happy. I'm glad. We don't have a plan for Venice yet. We have a wild camping plan for Venice, like a place that you can park next door to Venice. Mate. But everyone's talking about everyone wants to get a campsite and do some washing and have an easy shower, etc.
I want to shower today because I'm sick of like we don't have enough water left for us all to shower tomorrow. Definitely not.
We might do, just.
No,
but anyway, it's just easy to get a campsite. So we're probably going to check into a campsite to do Venice tomorrow. But I need to research that tonight and see what I come up with. Gee, Mila Benila's being such a little cutie.
Look at my little beautiful girl. Say, Oh. I was saying by the time we get home, Mila will have spent most of her life in the van.
Yes, she will have done.
Most of her life spent in the van.
So
but
funny.
also I was saying, like, I think it was Esme that said, oh my gosh, Mummy, when we get home you can go in the hot tub, because it's insane to think this. But when we left home in September, Mila was still at that stage where she wanted to feed, like, if anybody's breastfed, then you'll know that the first few weeks your baby literally is on you all day, most of the day, and all night. And she was still at that stage where I couldn't leave her for more than like 10 minutes because if she got worked up, she needed me. And now she's just suddenly completely past that stage, and I wouldn't even blink at having to go into, like, I go in the supermarket here when we need shopping. I'm never taking Mila in. She just stays in the van with
she's sound.
Chris. So Esme realised that today. She's like, when we get home, because we bought that hot tub, I've never even been in it.
No, she hasn't. Sarah's never been in it
I've never
once.
been in the hot tub because we had Mila soon after, and I've just not had the chance to go in. So when we get home, the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to walk through that door, go to that kitchen, I'm going to walk through them bifolds, and I'm getting in that hot tub.
Yeah, whatever you want. But alright.
I will. I will.
It'll be
Now
nice
that I
as well because it was too hot to use, wasn't it, when we first?
Because
when
it was
we were
quite
home,
warm,
still hot, yeah.
She does this. Oh, whoa.
bless you. Whoa.
I shouldn't have been so close then.
Anyway, we've just stopped and these guys are doing their usual in the little den.
This has been a baby's.
There's been a babies.
Yeah.
Okay, man. These guys actually have such a good time here. Literally, whenever we stop, they're all like, "Should we go to the back?" And like, boom,
My friend.
they've gone into the den. What did you say, Ella?
I'm messaging my friend.
Oh, okay, man. Rinsing my hotspot as usual, yeah. Also, can we just say before we go to bed, best purchase we ever made for this van?
Oh my gosh, Christmas got about them blooming things about 6 times.
I just love them. They're just so homely and nice. They're gorgeous. And we're having the pink light on tonight. So the van's lit up every night by this diffuser. And we usually have it on blue. Sarah wants it on like dark blue all the time at the minute. But
because dark blue, it's like oceany and it's not too bright. Like it's quite a dull, purpley, dully blue.
But the pink's nice.
It's
though,
really
man.
nice.
When
Well,
the
I
whole
love
van's lit
pink,
up
so
pink and
yeah.
inside it's cool, man.
Mimi, so what do you think?
We say, I'm not bothered.
What do we think, Mila? Look how big she's getting. She's such a big girl. Yes, you are. Stop spitting.
Who's Meg? Hello, darling.
She looks so long on camera. Oh my gosh, you look so big. And when you bought these sleep suits, babe, when was that? Can you remember?
It was one of your
Was it 40 week or something?
No, it was earlier than that.
I can't remember, but I can remember going and you choosing these from Next, and I chose some as well.
Hello, darling squirrel head. Hello, squirrel.
Chris calls a squirrel all the time.
A squirrel. Jace was a caramel Rolo. So,
What?
Mila's upgraded from that.
Little
definitely.
Rolo. Oh, do you remember when you sing that song to him? They grow so fast. Don't you grow too fast, okay? Okay. Oh my gosh, Mila. Okay, camera off.